What's up guys, it's Selena and I'm going to show you guys how I go from Selena to
Kylie Jenner.
So this is my first kind of Halloween tutorial. I'm doing it because everyone always asks me, why don't you film like your Halloween costumes, like the process of, the making of, and honestly I just never thought of it before. I kind of just went ahead and did it. Halloween's like the only time that I get super crafty out of the year. So I don't know, it's just something that I enjoy doing. A lot of people know me for doing like crazy celebrity costumes. So in the past I've done like Miley Cyrus, I've done Ariana Grande. So as you guys can see, I already have my makeup on and that'll be the first part of the tutorial, and then I'll show you how I go into like her outfit and the wig for that look that I chose to kind of imitate of Kylie. So I hope you guys enjoy it and check it out. Alright guys, so to start off I'm using Makeup Forever Ultra HD in 153 or Y405, as well as a beauty blender just to blend it all in. The concealer I'm using is Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind Eraser for Dark Circles in the shade Light, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on all the spots of my face that I want highlighted. And guys, sorry, my face was totally breaking out during the filming of this video. Unfortunately, that time of the month, ladies, you know what I mean, can be so difficult. So that is why my face is breaking out. Gross. So what I'm using to contour my face is by Nude Sticks. It's a concealer pencil stick in the shade Deep 8. So I'm just going ahead and marking the spots of my face that I want contoured and shaded. Before I started the video, I tried to study Kylie's face, and her nose is kind of a button nose, so I tried to do a decent job of kind of shaping my nose to that. I'm just going to go ahead and use my face blender brush from Sephora to blend in the contour on my cheeks. I find it works really well in my cheek area. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my beauty blender for the rest of my face. So guys, obviously my skin tone is naturally darker than Kylie's. The contour color that I'm using has more of a red tint to it, so I find that evens out my skin tone a lot better because my natural skin tone has more of a red tint to it as well. So I am using the contour kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills for the powder on top of the contour I already did. It is the lighter contour kit. I was a lot more pale in the wintertime when I bought it, so in case you're wondering, that is why I'm using the lighter kit opposed to the darker one. So with this contour kit, I like to use the two more neutral brown colors to shape the contour, and then I like to use more of the red tone to bronze up my face a little bit more and just blend everything in, because as I mentioned before, my skin has more natural red tones in it, so I find that bronzy color that I'm using right now really helps blend that all in nicely. So to highlight my face, I'm using CoverGirl's True Blend Naturally Luminous Blush with Minerals in the shade 430 Shimmering Sands. Guys, I bought this a really long time ago, and I find it works amazing for highlighting underneath your eyes, even on your nose, cupid bow, and forehead. So I really like this. It was super cheap. I found it at Shoppers Drug Mart, and I'm sure you could probably find it at any drugstore. So to fill in my brows, I use the Dip Brow by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Medium Brown. Guys, my eyebrows are naturally thin and I have a smaller forehead, so I find it works out fine. But Kylie's eyebrows are a little bit more full, so that's why I'm going for more of a full look. To keep my eyebrow hairs in place, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel in Espresso. So I'm using a soft brown color for the outer corners of my eyes. You can use any shade or any brand you want. This one happens to be by Maybelline, and it's in WD259. So for the inner corners of my eyes, I'm just using that light white color. It's by Smashbox Eye Lights in Beam. I just find that lighter color brightens up my eyes a little bit more, but I don't like to put too much because with Kylie's look that I'm trying to recreate, it's pretty subtle. I'm just lining my bottom waterline with some white eyeliner just to open them up, waken them up a bit. I'm using MAC pigments. It's called Tan for my eyelids. I'm mixing it with a bit of water just to bring out the pigments even more. Got a little excited there. I always notice that Kylie's wearing kind of like a coppery brown shimmer color on her eyes, so that's what I tried to recreate. So I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes with L'Oreal Paris Carbon Black Liner Intense. Now, for Kylie's look, I find that she doesn't do her eyeliner too bold. It's pretty thin. Usually most people know me for doing like a pretty heavy cat eye, but for this look, I'm trying to go a little bit more subtle because I really want the eyelashes to be the thing that pops with this look. So I'm just using a bit of mascara to prime my eyes before I put on the lashes. I'm doing something that I normally don't do, and that's wearing two sets of eyelashes. The first one is by Kiss, and it's in Shy, which is more of a natural look, so I'm putting that on first. And then I'm going ahead and putting the Quo ones in Flirty on top. I love how this makes your eyelashes look super full and long because Kylie's lashes are always on point. For my lips, I'm using what's left of my MAC Morning Coffee liner. It's a long-lasting liner. Before I do that, I'm adding some shadow underneath my lips to make them look fuller. Then I'm going to go ahead and start lining my lips. And it broke. I'm so sad, guys. So sad. There's barely anything left, but it lasted for the video, so I'm pretty happy. So I'm not a huge fan of lip plumpers only because they make my lips feel super weird. So I'm overlining them on the bottom a little bit, but the top more so because I find Kylie's lip on top looks super full. So I'm just going to go ahead and overline my Cupid's bow quite a bit and then fill in the rest of my lips with the liner. I find it lasts a lot longer that way. I'm adding NYX matte lipstick in Natural to the body of my lip to give it more of a pink color. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the NYX soft matte lip cream in cans to blend it all in. I saved this part for last. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit again just to go over my nose with the powder to just reshape my nose the way I already shaped it with the concealer stick just to finish up the look. Alright, so time for the fun part. I am taking my wig and some Manic Panic and Atomic Turquoise and mixing it with mostly water because the color of Kylie's wig is pretty light and blue, so I don't want it to be too dark. So I'm just going ahead and saturating the wig completely. I did this for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I took it out and let it dry and then just retouched the roots and other white spots that I missed with a dye brush. So I'm just making sure that my hair is completely flat and tied back into a low ponytail. I did not have a wig cap, so I am DIYing it to the max and using a stocking. So I'm just making sure all of my hair is tucked into the stocking. And then you want to just make sure that you're flattening your hair all the way down into your stocking. Just use your fingers to flatten it out. And then with this extra piece of nylon, you can just tuck it in with a bobby pin at the bottom of the cap. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed seeing me make a fool of myself with stockings on my head. No, but seriously guys, I hope you guys got something out of this tutorial. So I already showed you kind of how I got the wig to this color. For the roots, all I used was hair spray paint, like just from your costume store or dollar store. And I just took like a dye brush, or you can even use like a makeup sponge, dab it down wherever you want the roots, and kind of just make it gradually fade so that it looks a little bit more natural. And just to let you know, this is the wig that I used before. So I just got it from Party City. That's what it used to look like before. And I cut off the bangs from about here to here because obviously I needed the side part that Kylie has. And then I just pinned it down and left it for a few nights so that it stayed down. With the wig, don't use any kind of heating tools because it'll destroy your wig. What I did to kind of keep the shape of like the curls or the waves, whatever she kind of has in this look, I just twisted it and then put it in clips overnight so that it kind of held its shape on its own. And then if you take a closer look, I don't naturally have a lot of baby hairs, so I just kind of added the illusion of a couple more hairs underneath my forehead. You can use like liquid eyeliner and just kind of smudge it and make it look more natural. But that's pretty much all I did. So this is my finished Kylie look. I'll show you guys some more photos of like my finished outfit, which I tried to copy of hers too. It's kind of like that like suede-ish fabric. And I'll also show you guys a couple of pictures of my past Halloween costumes in case you guys are still looking for some inspiration. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it.